Be, do, have. This is the formula that will unlock eternal success in your life. And unfortunately, 99% of people are doing the exact opposite. And in this video, I will share with you why you need to shift if you want long-lasting success and the practical methods how you can actually apply that formula in your life starting from today. So let's dive in. A better job, a better relationship, a better body. Since we were young, we were taught to strive for more. Because once you have a better job, you will feel safe. Because once you have a better relationship, you will feel loved. Because once you have a better body, you will finally feel confident. They are telling you that by having a certain thing, you'll be able to feel a certain way. And if you don't have those things, you'll feel less secure, you'll feel less worthy, you'll feel less loved. The having becomes a condition to feeling a certain way. The outer world becomes a condition to your inner world. But let me tell you one thing, the world is tricking you. It's tricking you to go on a lifelong chase for something that could be attained at any given time. A state of being that is abundant, loved, and at peace. Because let's be honest, the moment you were born, you were those things. Your being was filled with abundance, with love, and with peace. It was just pure. Only with the conditioning over the years, you start to believe that those feelings are tied to a certain condition on the outside. But that's not the truth. That's the truth your mind made up. But deep down, your being could and actually should be at peace. You will never feel abundant by chasing more money. You will never feel loved by chasing a better relationship. Yes, you might be able to feel those things as long as the condition is matched, but things change. The relationship might struggle. Money might get shorter. And exactly in that moment where your condition is not fulfilled anymore, your being changes. In living that way, you're not the creator of your reality, you are the victim. As whatever happens in your outer reality determines how you feel in your inner reality. But there is another way, the only way to make life truly enjoyable. It's the way of putting your being first. Instead of making the having the condition for your being, you need to make the being a condition for your having. By feeling truly abundant first, you'll get more money in your life later. By feeling truly loved first, you'll get a better relationship later. Instead of chasing the thing, the having, that eventually should give you the answer, the being, you need to start with the answer, the being. And I know that might sound hard because how can you feel rich and abundant if your bank account is at zero and you're in debt? We will get to those practical methods soon. For now, you just need to realize that having something is never the solution. The solution is the being. Because what happens if you feel secure, loved, and at peace? There's literally no need anymore to chase the things that initially you thought will make you feel that way. Why should you chase endless amounts of money if you feel already secure? Why should you chase the dreamy relationship if you already feel loved? You stop chasing things only in order to compensate a lack within you, and you'll start to chase things because they're truly important to you. So yes, you probably still get a great relationship or more money or a fit body, but those things are not the condition anymore. And that's really, really important to understand. They are the consequence of the state of being. And therefore, really important, won't affect your being once they change. And that, my friends, is the highest form of living, at least in my opinion. When you're no longer dependent on outer circumstances, but fully at peace and love, no matter what happens on the outside, because you live and create from the inside out. You go from having to the doing to the being to being, then you'll be able to do something, and finally you'll be able to have something. And the good thing, by erasing the need and importance on attaining certain things, they usually flow much easier into your life. So now let's look at practical methods to level up your being. First of all, if you haven't seen my last video, go watch it and implement the action steps there, as that video is very interconnected with the topic of today's video. I talk about how to level up your energy to become more magnetic, and the action steps there are kind of the base, the fundament to the ones I will give you now. So the question is how you can feel abundant, love, and at peace, even if you don't have the outer circumstances that would confirm those feelings. Now the first step is to realize that your natural state of being is actually love, peace, and abundance. It really is only your mind that is telling you otherwise. I talked about this earlier, but it is so important to realize this. So what is the best way to not only realize but internalize the fact? By experiencing it. Meaning you need to experience daily the feeling of silencing your mind that makes up all those limiting stories, because behind those stories, in the stillness and presence, is where the love, peace, and abundance lies. And that's what you need to experience daily. Now the practical method for that, probably the most common and effective one, is meditation. It's the only one I use myself daily, every morning, but it's not the only tool to experience that present, that silence. You can do yoga, you can go on a walk in nature, you can do breathwork, but you need to choose something that feels right for you, where you can tap into that presence, into that silence. And I'll put an easy to follow breathwork practice in the description below this video, which will put you right into the presence within 15 minutes. And I really want you to experience that presence. So go do that one after this video. So you actually realize that I don't talk some random BS here in this video. And if you do that presence practice every morning, you experience every morning the bliss and peace that lies behind the lies your mind is telling you. And by that, you are able to realize that all of what I talked about in this video is actually true. So action step number 1 is to practice presence as often as you can every day. Now, once we reach that state of presence, we want to set an intention of a feeling we want to carry throughout the day. You certainly have heard before that people say it is important to make your bed early in the morning because you carry a feeling of productivity or effectiveness with you the whole day. And we want to use the same mechanism to carry a feeling with us that truly serves us. So many people wake up and all the familiar and limiting thoughts and feelings from the day before continue. Feelings of unworthiness or neediness or that you're poor, whatever it is, by setting the right intention first thing in the morning, you can break that cycle. A feeling of wholeness, of worthiness and peace is the goal here. And this one is pretty easy, as you can use the state of presence from step 1 to tap into that feeling. So directly after you did your presence practice, visualize the feeling of being loved, of being abundant, of being whole. Really visualize a mental picture that can be an imaginary scene of what it is like to live out that feeling every day. If you want to have an amazing relationship, feel what it is to be an amazing partner. If you want to have financial freedom, feel what it is like to be a millionaire. And then carry that feeling throughout your whole day. Whether you're eating, whether you're working, reading, whatever, going to bed, whatever it is, whatever you're doing, carry that new state of being with you. And the more you do it, the more natural it will become. And soon you'll find yourself in a completely new state of being. So to summarize the 2 action steps of this video, first one, practice presence daily, meditation, yoga, breathwork, or experiencing nature in general. And the second step, to visualize your state of being in that presence. And this will take 10 to 15 minutes of your morning, but can truly change the trajectory of your life. Because if you start with the being, the having becomes inevitable. And that's it. If you liked this video, please let me know in the comments, as I really enjoy the feedback from you guys. All the links to my personal Instagram, to the newsletter are in the description below. So hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.